And what's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Wildcard Mar in the building. And of course, you see my face, see my partner's face, the man with the grand plan for IOW Sports Network. That is not his name.
What up, though?
Detroit man.
I have changed over to the Muslim, and I am now Licky Me Dick. Salam alaikum.
Eat more bacon. Wait, I don't know what is wrong with you, dog. You got
my Twitter handle at Mucha Bokuchi.
No, hey man, hey, see this is what I got to deal with, y'all, on a regular basis, man. Something's wrong with this guy over here. I don't. Anyway, y'all know the deal. Going over
to my brother.
Now, chill out. No. Going over to IOW Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, most importantly, the YouTube channel where all the content is at.
Yep.
Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, spread the word what we got going on here at IOW Sports Network, IOW Sports 1 on Twitter. And as you see the headline. We've been going down through all these divisions.
Right.
And today, we coming up on, in my opinion, might be the most competitive division out of all the divisions in all of NFL football. We're about to give that AFC North preview. So, all my Ravens fans, tap in. All my Bengals fans, tap in. All my Browns fans, tap in. And them Let's Go Steelers. I hate that chant to death. Y'all come on in too. But, man, we got a full panel. It's going to, kind of flow on in here. But I'm gonna start with
side note real quick though, man.
Go ahead.
I'll be strolling through Facebook every time, and so you know how they be doing them greatest rappers, all that kind of stuff, and greatest all this other stuff. How the heck somebody put CL Smooth over Method Man and Redman?
Well, I don't even know who CL.
Pete Rock and CL Smooth over Method Man and Redman.
Okay. You said Pete Rock. I know who you're talking about.
I'm like, come on, man. I mean, I like Pete Rock and CL Smooth, but over Method Man and Red?
Nah, Method Man and Redman is forever, if you ask me. That's me.
Still had to throw a little side on there because I was kind of disgusted by it.
Oh, you was kind of disgusted by that? Yeah. What up, MJ? Hey, matter of fact, real quick. Around the Diamond with Jersey's Finest. Preview Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Standard time. That will be our new MLB baseball podcast. All right. So tap in with us on Sunday. Jersey boy MJ. He got that. He has that podcast jumping off, debuting on Sunday. I got excited that I lost my words.
I see.
But we're gonna start the AFC North with this. I got a couple of Browns fans, and no disrespect to Browns fans, I didn't know y'all existed except in Cleveland. But I found two of them. But no, we got Matthew here with us. He is a Browns fan and making his return back to IOW Sports. He was here for the AFC NFC Championship preview. The only Big Mike. What's happening, Browns fans?
What's up, y'all?
Hey, how you doing tonight?
Doing good. So let's talk about the Cleveland Browns. All right. So I'm gonna throw some questions now, but before we do that, Matt, go ahead and let all the viewers, listeners know where they can find you at, my guy.
Okay, well, I'm also on Twitter, the real Matthew Wilder 216. I'm on Facebook as always, and you can also find me writing the good stuff for NGSC Sports.
Nice.
NGSCSports.com.
Oh yeah, the good stuff. Aha, that's what's up. Big Mike, tell them where they can find you at, big dog.
All right, YouTube, The Man Cave 8172, Twitter and TikTok at The Man Cave 10, and of course we're on Let's Talk Sports and the Sideline Sports all over the place.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, big shout out to Sideline Sports. Let's Talk Sports. My man Dan is one hell of a dude. I'm telling you, he's like the Pod Piper of podcasts and sports. Oh, man. I'm telling you, dog.
He brings them all in.
Exactly. He's in everywhere, bro. I'm telling you, if Dan can't find it, it's not meant to get found. So that's all I'm saying.
Literally right out the woodwork, he just says, "Hey, guess what? We got this new guy." And somehow he found some Montreal Expos fan from back in the day. Just boom. And it's like, whoa! Didn't know they were still around like that.
Facts. I didn't even know that. So, all right, Matt. break down the Cleveland Browns, man. Like what are the things you kind of looking excited for this 2023 NFL season, man?
Well, the one thing I'm looking forward to, and this is not something the Browns are accustomed to doing, I think there's going to be a lot more passing than we're used to in years past. Now, the reason I say this is because when we think Browns, we're thinking this is the typical old school football team. We like to run it down your defense's throat, and we want to dare you to stop us. And since they drafted Nick Chubb, that's really been the motto on offense. Now, what's going to happen with Amari Cooper, of course? Had a big year last year, really bounced back here, over 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. Elijah Moore. Now, that is one of the most interesting acquisitions of any NFL team in the offseason. He hasn't done much with the New York Jets, but we know this guy can fly. So how the Browns use him? Are they going to use him on deep routes? Is it going to be some short catches and then see if get those rack yards? We don't know yet. That's going to be interesting. I'm not sure if Marquise Goodwin's going to be playing week 1 or not. He has the blood clot issue, so we're going to have to see how that goes. We all know he's a speedster. He's a veteran. He's been around for a long time.
Yep.
And Nick Chubb, you can always depend on him to go over 1,000 yards, over 10 touchdowns. He likes to put up those Derrick Henry sort of numbers. He's a very Derrick Henry sort of running back. He likes to plow people down. We love it. So we're going to see what he does. Defensively, I'm so glad that Joe Woods is not the defensive coordinator anymore. Why do I say that? It sounds harsh, I know. But, I mean, you can't go all coverage and expect that to work. You've got to blitz. This is the NFL. If all you want to do is coverage, you belong in the NCAA with that. Can't be done. Now, when I say something like that, well, let's ask the Pittsburgh Steelers how that works. The pioneers of the zone blitz scheme. They'll tell you that doesn't work.
True.
So I like this new attitude that defense coordinator Jim Schwartz will bring. There's going to be a lot more blitzing going on, and we have the playmakers to do it now. I mean, we got Juan Thornhill as a safety.
Yep,
Browns are bringing in Darius Smith, who had 10 sacks last year. This guy's back. He's ready to roll. And him opposite of Myles Garrett, man, I don't know what offense wants to go against that. That's going to test every offense in the league.
Yeah.
And then Okoronkwo, now he was going to be the other defensive end, but obviously the Browns are going to put him at linebacker now because we got Smith. So there's going to be some changes around here. And I think JOK, as we all love to call him around here, one of the best young linebackers in the league. He's probably going to be doing a lot more blitzing. I mean, he's a really good pass coverage, sort of Levante David type of linebacker. But I think the Browns are going to switch it up with him. They're going to say, hey, you have speed. Now we're just going to unleash you. We're going to see if you can go in the backfield, see if you can wreak havoc. Can you bring these quarterbacks down? We want to see that from you.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a lot more exciting, high-octane defense going on around here.
Yeah, I love it. I think JOK, man, I'm not saying he's on that Micah Parsons level, but the possibility is there where he can be a disruptor, a huge disruptor for sure. Big Mike, jump in here, man. I got a question for you, man. How excited are you to see a full offseason of Deshaun Watson? No more distractions with the situation over his head. Get a full training camp, a full preseason. He's going to start week 1. I mean, how you feeling? You feeling you about to get Houston Texans? Deshaun, or what type of Deshaun you looking forward to seeing, man?
Listen, I'm blacked out right here. That's because it's a funeral for the rest of the division. Because we are going to get that 2020 Watson. And again, you got to look at what he had in 2020. You can't name a player that was offensively good on that team, and he did that with nobody. Mm-hmm. Now you have Amari Cooper, who he has rapport with. Elijah Moore, who's a route runner and speed and got hands and can play all over the field. Mm-hmm. Njoku. You have DPJ, who he is gaining with. He loves DPJ, especially in the end zone, it seems like, in practice.
Yeah.
That offensive line is always going to be good, like it has been the last couple years. They're talking about, hey, we're going to move Chubb out and let him run and catch the ball a little more and see what he can do out there. Mm-hmm. You got Jerome Ford. He's injured right now, might not play, but I love Felton. We better use this guy a lot more than just punt returns and kick returns, because this dude can do everything. If you watch him in the preseason, he is doing all sorts of stuff with limited time.
Yeah.
But again, Watson is the main focal point right now. It goes with him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He looks like he's gaining back that momentum, like I said, from 2020, and he has the talent to do it with. But what I'm so impressed by is AB and what he did on that defense. Juan Thornhill.
Yeah.
We got Emerson on the secondary. Dalvin Tomlinson and Shelby Harris are the two main pickups because we couldn't stop anybody running up that middle. Nobody could plug up the middle on the Browns. Those are our main pickups because now Shelby and him both get pressure on the Q up the middle and stop that run, allows Garrett and Smith from the outside to take over. And what they're going to do, and this is what's going to screw people up, they're going to throw Smith on the inside and let Obi play out there and Garrett be out there. So you're going to have three actual edge rushers coming at you, but Za'Darius is used to jumping inside every now and then. And that's going to throw a lot of people off. So like Matt was saying, that we need to blitz more. Joke's going to be free now. He's going to be free to do anything he wants pretty much and get after that QB because coverage-wise, we have Newsome, Emerson, and again, the Warden out there who can shut things down. And it's going to be a good defensive year, and I'm looking forward to it because I really, truly believe this could be the year instead of next year.
Oh, you feeling that good, Big Mike? Okay.
All right, I see you.
Hey, I'll be honest. I'm not mad at your optimism because here's the thing. People cannot forget that Deshaun Watson was an MVP caliber type of quarterback just 2 years ago. Take away all the crap that happened off field. Take away the suspension, and he sat down. Obviously, he was rusty. He didn't play for almost a year and a half. You know what I'm saying?
God, come on, man.
You know MJ was 2 years. Come on. So yeah, he almost ain't played for 2 years. So it's expected that he was going to be rusty. I'm more confident that he'll be able to get back to his true form. And I actually like your weaponry that you got on the offensive side. It's low key, actually talented, very talented.
Oh yeah.
My biggest question with Cleveland: can the defense stop somebody? That's my only question.
Right.
Because I'm not worried about your offense getting working and getting production. Can you stop somebody? Man, I'll jump in here. What you think about the Cleveland Browns this year, man?
Well, it's hard for me to say something about Ohio, but I'm gonna try. Same thing we always say. Cleveland always been good except for the quarterback position. They got Deshaun last year. You get a chance to really see what he can do. Now it looks like he got a full year to kind of get started. So I think as Deshaun goes, so does his team.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at what he did in Houston, if he can replicate some of that Houston Deshaun and the way Chubb been running, think about what Chubb was doing when they didn't have a quarterback and he was winning games and he was running all over the place.
Yeah.
If they can do that and Deshaun get off, plus they added some more pieces, Cleveland was scary, bro. They look scary. I always said that. I always say that once they get a quarterback, they're gonna be scary. So I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah.
Just good to see what Deshaun can do with a full Deshaun back to what he used to be. I think they'd be good, man. I mean, they play in a tough division.
Yeah.
No matter who the Steelers have, they find a way to compete.
Hey,
Baltimore, then you got Cincinnati over there. It should be exciting to watch this division go. And I agree with you, Lamar. I think it's one of the toughest divisions. So I'm excited to see what they do.
No doubt. Speaking of the Steelers, Big Mike and Matt, I'm going to put y'all back in the green room. I'm going to bring y'all back when we have the full panel. But we got to talk Steelers, all right? And in order to do that, I need a Steelers guy here, all right? And I was searching far and wide. I had to go too far because they everywhere.
Okay, Matt, okay.
Steelers fans are everywhere.
I know that's right.
Where, man, they be everywhere.
They're worse than Cowboy. No, I ain't go that far.
No, don't go that far.
Don't go that far.
I'll say this about Steelers fans. They ain't disgusted me yet like Cowboys fans. So that works. But without further ado, we got the one and only Peyton. What's up with you, man?
What's going on? Let me bring the mic closer so y'all can hear me after hearing all of that nonsense. We gonna take shots right away.
How you doing today, my man?
What up, man?
I am well, man. I'm good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Before we get too deep off into talking about your Steelers, man, go ahead, let the viewers, let them know where they can find all your content at, my brother.
Oh man, my name is Peyton PT Tomlin, man. I have a nonprofit, so if you're looking for me, it's called Turn 'Em Loose. You can look us up at www.turnemloose.org. We out here trying to help these youth, these young men and women out here who seems to run around with no discipline or awareness in their life nowadays. So we're taking up that baton, man, and doing our part. So check us out. And if y'all, no matter where you are, man, hit me up if y'all want to talk about it, or if we can provide you some tips y'all can do, or we can come on and talk to them ourselves. So let me know.
I like that. I got a nonprofit too, so I'm with you.
That's big. That's
WW Rent-A-Dick. All you hoes out there who need a dick on the side.
Hey, don't mind him. See?
Hey, man, are you getting funding for that, man? Like, donations are tough for my organization.
Maybe I'm looking for grant money.
Okay,
y'all gotta excuse my big brother. That's my big brother. I can't take nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. He gotta act all the.
Hey man, I'm out here for the hoes. See,
that's the problem. That's the problem. But anyway, hey man, Peyton, man, talk to us, man. Pittsburgh Steelers, man. How you feel they gonna do this year? What are some of the things you're looking forward to seeing from them in this 2023 NFL season, my man?
So, I heard Cleveland coming out here. I'm sorry, Cleveland. I ain't gonna give too much crap to you because they might have something this year. But I just think everybody need to remember, man, that 2020 when Deshaun had one of his best years ever, they still went 4-12.
True.
Right. So let's just Deshaun, good player, man, but teams got to be used to winning, and that's not a Cleveland thing. Now I transition that over to these Steelers. We have a history of winning, and this year, we had to take a step back or two. We never like to say we were rebuilding, but we lost a Hall of Famer, man. We lost so many veteran players over a short period of time. We had so many new faces. Ben was on his last leg, and then I don't know where he came from. He fell off the sky. Kenny Pickett, come on, man. KP8 out of the great state of Pennsylvania, man, out of the best school in the world, Pittsburgh University.
Wait. So hold on. Let me get this right, Peyton. You actually feeling good about small hands?
Oh, man, KP8 is the guy for us, man. Like, he fits the mold. Now, everyone talks about his small hands, but for, God blessed him and grew his hands a quarter of an inch the night after. I don't know what happened, but he got blessed, right? And he has the same hand size, really, as Joe Burrow. So if you ever go back and look at what Joe Burrow's hand size was, then you would definitely, if you look at Joe Burrow, and there's no one question his hands.
True.
Right? Can't question Kenny's anymore, not after what this preseason have shown us. But we're looking good. Offense is looking really, really good. We had to bring in some veterans, right? We had to bring in some winners. So we drafted some Georgia players, right? We had one from last year. These are championship caliber guys. Then we went out and stole some offensive linemen from Philadelphia Eagles, right? The Super Bowl champs, Super Bowl contenders, right?
Yeah.
And they, so we took some of their offensive linemen. We revamped that whole offense. Now we have veterans and young guys on that line. Last year, Kenny, they were all young. They were all like 2-year players. This year we got those vets. So Najee going to be running. The defense, oh my goodness, the defense. I feel like G Money in the Jeep right now. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about, man? The defense, man. We about to put the work in. Top 5 defense. All that running around Deshaun used to be able to do down in Houston don't bother us. You know why? Because there's a kid named Lamar who we're used to. And he's not Lamar. So that AFC North thing is a little bit different. He's gonna get welcomed. Well, he was welcomed last year. And he's slow. He was a little heavy last year. Maybe they said he dropped some weight this year. He has some targets, but we'll see. I also heard reports he's not playing too well in the preseason either, or looking too well in practice. I'm sorry. I don't think he played in the preseason yet. So we're not worried about Cleveland. right now, you are talking to the Super Bowl champ representative right here, man.
You going that far? You saying y'all coming at the age?
It is the time, man. The defense, we have no holes on any level. Right? Mika is the best safety in the game. Top 5 safety, top 3 safety is Mika.
I was about to say he definitely top 3. I was gonna be like, I was like, whoa, where you putting him?
Yeah. I put him up a little bit, 3-2, debatable. I leave some space for the debatable people. We got Patrick P this year. Patrick P came over. He's coaching up our young corners, man. They're looking good. JPJ, Joey Porter Jr. is out here as a rookie getting picks already in the preseason. The rush that we have is outstanding on every level, outside, inside. Obi-Wan Kenobi is killing it, right? Once he gets healthy. We still got old Cam. We got the 2 edge rushers. And oh my God, we drafted another one out of Wisconsin who looks just like TJ. If they changed numbers, you wouldn't know who the difference was. You wouldn't know. That's how good we are on defense. This defense is a top 5 defense this year. And all we got to do, we'll get out of our division, top of the division. Lamar get hurt. Joe, he falls and he's out for 8 games. In Cleveland, they're Cleveland. Didn't Juju say that a couple years ago? It's still the same Browns, man. It don't matter to us.
Hey, that's wild, man. Nah. Okay, so hey, you man, PT, man, you feeling real confident. But there has to be something that worries you. What is it? What worries you about your squad right now?
We kind of gutted our whole linebacker core, our middle linebackers. So we had to. So they're all out. The one dude retired already. Miles
Jack. Yeah.
Miles Jack. He retired after going to Philly. Couldn't handle it. And I don't know what's going on with old Bush over there in Seattle. I'm not even sure if he's still on the team. But we have a lot of new people in that middle linebacker role. Where that community, now they're veterans, so that's good. And we have a young guy that we did keep on. What's his name? LaSalle. I'm getting his name mixed up, but either way, that's where I'm kind of worried because we are a run heavy division, so we do have to stop Chubbs. Chubbs is legit, right?
Yeah.
And if we can't clog up that hole where we can't get them, trapped, then that could be a problem for us.
Yeah, might be a huge problem for sure.
Yeah.
But no, I gotta admit, I was wrong about Kenny, and I no for real. I can admit when I'm wrong.
I can't.
See, that's why you in the situation you're in right now. You can't admit when you wrong.
I did double down.
That's the problem. Hey, sir, you can't double down when you know you shouldn't double down. All right, you should know this right now.
Yeah, hop off. You knew it was a bad choice when you left.
I can admit when I was wrong. I was worried about Kenny when it first got into the league. He was the only quarterback that went in the first round the year he got drafted, and he didn't even go top 10. He went in the 20s. So I'm like, I don't know. Can't be too many people that was crazy about you if you had to go to the 20s as the first quarterback taken. But hey, neither here nor there. Rookie season. Look, I was a component of, hey, let him play.
Yeah, me too.
Kenny Pickett, you're not missing too much. To just throw Mitchell Trubisky in there is over Kenny is like, are you missing that much? It's okay if you throw him to the fire in that situation. You're getting about the same output from a rookie and
right.
You almost getting the same output. But regardless, this is where I was wrong at. The football placement that he has, him putting the football in the right spots, and that connection that him and George Pickens got.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Pickett to Pickens, brother. Pickett to Pickens. You're gonna hear that.
Hey, you're gonna hear it a lot. Hey, P to P.
There you go.
You're gonna hear a lot of that getting called on your broadcast this year in the regular season. Pickens is going to get his targets. I mean, y'all saw what he's doing in the training camp, the one-handed going up, mossing dudes. embarrassing Joey Porter Jr. on his first. But look for other cornerbacks to get embarrassed like Joey Porter, and he'd be like, "Hey, bro, I know the feeling." So get used to it. So that's probably the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to with the Steelers. Obviously, they're well known for having good defense. Mike Tomlin refuses to have a team under 500, so you're still going to get a competitive team. Hey, and build on what they did last year, because you look at the second half of that season, Steelers was actually kind of coming on and getting things rolling, and that's when Kenny actually started. He was starting to heat up towards the end of that season. So I'm looking for him to have a nice start, and not worried about the defense, not worried about that phase at all. Just progress, Kenny, progress.
And Kenny has weapons on offense. So there is Pickett, right? Yeah. We still got Deontay.
Yeah, I like Deontay. Good route.
We picked up the veteran wide receiver who used to play down in Jacksonville. We got him out of St. Louis. But then the name that people forget is Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin, we drafted last year. He was the fastest guy in the draft, I believe.
Okay.
Number 19. Watch him. He got hurt last year, sat out for the whole season. This year, this dude is killing it between punt returns and just flying down the field. He almost. I'm not going to get too carried away, right? I'm going to sit back in my Jeep.
Too late for that.
Yeah.
I was going all the way in.
Hey, well, I would double down like my man. Hey, man, he's almost like Tyreek, but not as big.
Okay.
He is very fast, and he's a wide receiver in college. So he's not like a running back they switched over a corner. He is a outside running back, and he runs a 4.2 40, and he is lightning.
Yeah.
Lightning.
Yeah. That's big.
So, and then you throw our 2 tight ends in there.
Yeah, fair move. Yep.
You got move, and then we just picked up the big boy out of Georgia.
Fair move.
So this offense is tough with Najee in the back. Our running duel, it's going to be a good year for us, and we had one of the weakest schedules this year. Last year we had one of the strongest. So if you ever go back and look at the first 5 teams we played, they were all very good teams.
Yeah, tough stretch for sure. Jump in here, Mel. What you think about the Pittsburgh Steelers, real quick?
I mean, I think they be. I said it before. They be competitive. I don't feel strong as a man here do, but I will say they can be competitive. I'm just looking forward to see this whole division play. I think this is a great division where you can make an argument for almost every team in that division. You know, I don't feel. Yeah. I feel that Deshaun, like I said before, but Deshaun, if he comes on, Cleveland will still be a scary team. Pittsburgh itself, Tomlin has this team ready to play no matter who's on the team.
True.
So you can never count them out. Never count them out. And that's one thing I do like about what's up, Nick? That's one thing I do like about Pittsburgh, because you never can count them out. And that's what makes this division great. If Lamar stay healthy, this would be a good year to watch this division, man. So shout out to Pittsburgh. I don't know about Super Bowl, but shout out to Pittsburgh.
The biggest problem is that we're going to beat each other up so bad that by the time whoever limps into the playoffs and we got to run across that kid out in Kansas City, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
I don't think you got to worry about that. You'll be all right. What's up, Dan? How you doing, man? I'm Nick.
I thought you had something to do, man, because we were
next
just
week. It's next week. We all got ready, and it's next week. That's why I'm popping on at 7:30. It's next week.
Okay.
Guy gave us the wrong date.
We throwing a party because you wasn't gonna be here.
I know. I wish it was today.
You just worry about sitting in that statue's lap and having a good time there, Mr. Rent-A-Dick. I heard you.
I love it, Peyton. But stick around with us. I'm gonna put you in the back because we got to bring up, a team that I'm excited to see, and these Baltimore Ravens. Matter of fact, they are going to be kicking off their second preseason game in about 25 minutes. And here to talk Baltimore Ravens with us, we got the one and only Jay. Jay, what's up, man?
Well, it seemed that the bottom of the division is very happy about themselves. I can see that.
Okay, here we go.
First, Cleveland
said division.
It's amazing. Cleveland said a load of crap. Then Pittsburgh came and saying a bigger load of crap. Like I'm just like I don't know what to do anymore, and I'm just sitting here just the whole time like, okay, you're tripping, but it's okay, you know.
Hey, and it's going to get worse because probably in about 25 minutes we got our Bengals guy coming, so it might that load of crap that you feeling might get raised the bar just another level.
It makes sense though, right? You want to save the best for last.
If I'm being honest, the only real threat I see in the division is Cincinnati. If I'm being honest, that's just my personal opinion. Like, I think those other teams are good, but the only team that I see on my radar that has shown me that they can defeat us is Cincinnati.
That's true. That's true. Before we get too deep off into Ravens talk, JJ, man, talk to us. Let the people know where they can find you at, where all your content is at, my guy.
So you can find me on Sideline Sports with my boys on the podcast of The Gauntlet, JJ Jenkins on Facebook, and on Joe Jenkins 07 on Twitter. I'll be honest, I ain't been on lately, but the content gets posted, and if you're looking for the content for the podcast, my boy James, the Eagles fan, Philly Jim, all of the stuff is on YouTube for us right there, and that's where you can see what's up with me. Bet. All right, so talk to us, JJ. What are the kind of some of the things that you are absolutely 100% excited to see with your Baltimore Ravens this year, man? I'm excited to see us finally get back to the division because I think we are the best team in the division, bar none. I don't think, if you look at over the years, number one, Deshaun Watson has never beat Lamar Jackson since he's been in the league. And they've had better, every team got better, including Baltimore. I'm very excited to see us in an offense that isn't just a slant, a drag, and a post, which is exactly what Greg Roman's passing scheme was. And what I'm seeing in the training camp is Lamar is able to slide protection, recognize coverages, change up the plays, do what he wants, be a real quarterback that he always intended to be. So I am very excited to see this team. I think the sky is the limit. I think Lamar has a chance to crack 4,000 in passing yards. I think this is a very, very dynamic Ravens team. And I think we're the best team in the division.
Oh, man. Hey.
Well, somebody got to be capping it here because everybody saying they're the best.
So now that's true. Everybody got to say the best, but if you look at the facts, we have a little bit more case with ours because only thing that stopped us was one injury. Every time Lamar has played, they've had to catch us. We haven't had to catch them. They've had to catch us. So if he plays a whole season and you have to catch us,
this guy must be low. Hey, JJ, don't mind him. He's a Washington fan. Don't pay no attention to him.
I didn't even get the reference, but given it's a Commander fan, it makes sense why I didn't get the reference.
And I live the limit. He said the sky must be low.
I live in DC. I deal with this every day. I pay them no mind. But anyway, I say that as in when the Cincinnati Bengals was at their strongest and the Baltimore Ravens were at their strongest, they lost. And that was Sunday night this past season. So they're not going to convince me that a fully strength Ravens team cannot beat every team in this division and win this division, because when we have been the healthiest, we actually have merit because we have preceding records of the last 5 years. We don't have upstart, rah, Kenny Pickett, go type situation. We don't look at and have to sit there and now I do agree. I do think these teams are tough. But winning one game against us and winning a division is two different things. And you win a game against us, but you're behind us. I'm actually a Montgomery County product, and we're very smart. I'm a County product. We see it right the way. I don't know what team. I can't figure out what team he's on, but it sounds like he's a team that's trying to catch us and not be in front of us. So, I'm excited.
Nah, that's dope. Nick, jump in here, man. What are your thoughts and feelings about this 2023?
Nick, can you do it
These
without?
guys might be divisional rivals, but they had one hell of a smoke circle together before this podcast started. I don't know how. Listen, I'm a Jet fan. I got no dog in this race in the division, but from the outside looking in, I don't know how everybody can't say, yeah, we got to catch the Bengals. They went deep into the playoffs. They're a very good team. Nobody can match what they can do in the passing game. I don't care what anyone says about the defense. The Bengals, you can't line up with the Bengals. No one's lining up with Boyd, Higgins, and Chase when they're all healthy. Then you take Mixon out of the backfield. I I think everyone's chasing the Bengals in this division, and it should be a very competitive race for second, in my opinion, from the outside looking in. I think all three teams are wild card worthy, but when you look at the AFC East, the three big dogs in that division, you look at the Chiefs and the Chargers, not everyone's going to make the playoffs. A lot of, there's going to be some serious teams that who could be in the NFC and be a top 4 team missing the playoffs in the AFC. That's how deep and strong the AFC is. So it's going to be a fun division to keep an eye on. It's very competitive, but I honestly think everyone's looking up at the Bengals and fighting for 2.
I just want to say one thing. They beat us in the playoff game off of one fumble, and J.K. Dobbins, the running back, did not touch a red zone carry at all. I'm sorry. I know we're catching them, but I don't think at our best I think we've caught them. We've just had
but Lamar doesn't win in the playoffs. You always find a reason. Lamar doesn't win in the playoffs.
Not even close. You had to beat Tyler Huntley off of a fumble. That should say a lot right there, in my opinion.
But I'm going a whole career.
Hold on, but my thing is, in my team, when we've played again, when Lamar has played against those Bengals fully healthy with a fully healthy team, they've lost to us. Joe Burrow, we've proven we can handle with Marcus Williams, Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton in the background. We had those wide receivers on lock that first game where they lost. They had to kind of come back, and Joe looked bad. So yes, they are a division by default, but when you beat a backup quarterback off of a strip fumble for 98 yards, and that was the sole difference maker with your best running back not getting one carry, not one,
in the
not
red zone.
2,
That's a fair
one
point.
carry. Mind you, he was averaging 6 yards a carry on this Bengal squad. And he didn't get one carry. You're not going to convince me with this. I want the smoke. Bring anybody who wants to come down and see what's up. And I promise you, much like it was before the injury started to pile up, Baltimore will be back on top of the division because, again, and also schedule sets up as well. Our first 6 games are against the AFC and 3 straight against the AFC North. We go 5-1. We put us in a great position, or 4-2 in a great position to be ahead in the AFC standings as we come down the stretch. And plus, all of our games for the division are at home down the stretch, I believe.
Okay. Let me ask you one follow-up question real quick. Any concerns with Lamar going pocket passer and saying they want him passing from the pocket? He hasn't shown the ability to be very good in the pocket this year. We all know he's elite.
I kind of disagree.
Outside of the pocket as a creator, but a lot of his deficiencies to me are. I didn't say he's not good. I just said he's not elite. He's not up there as an elite.
You said he hasn't been good.
That's why he's saying you hope he hits 4,000 yards. The elite guys do it with no problem and blow past it.
I didn't say I hope. I said I think he will. I didn't say I hope. I think he will.
But it would be his first time, right?
It don't matter. Yeah, sure.
Okay, but that shows for concern of being like the big passers, the big elite guys are pushing 5,000 yards, and you're saying 4,000. So I think it matches up with my question.
I don't need to pay attention to what they do. We just have to do what the Ravens done because the Ravens have won 2 Super Bowls doing it our way and not nobody else's way. So, you can want to get 5,000 yards, but if he busting out 4,000 and he sends up with maybe 600, 700 passing yards, and a difference is I will stand by this, and I'm looking forward to it. I can defend a basic cover 2 can defend Greg Roman's passing scheme. I mean, let's be honest. If you're just going to sit there and do a post,
I was about to say, JJ, it just sounds like you're just happy that Greg Roman is out the building, bro.
Right.
So
right.
He sounds like me when we got rid of Paul Hackett years ago. Like the Jets were making the playoffs with Herman Edwards, but we hated Paul Hackett. That's how he sounds.
Watch the games that we have won. A lot of times it's Lamar's theatrics that's helped us come back, but not actually Greg's offense. It's not actually Greg's offense. The only thing Greg can do is a run game, and that's amazing. But I believe in the running backs we have to keep up the pocket. It's going to be hard. I'm not going to say Cincinnati's not this, but I'm a firm believer in my team, and I know what I've seen, and I know where we went wrong, which we normally can go right. I think it's going to come down to us too, but I don't know what Pittsburgh and Cleveland on, but they catching us too. That's just my opinion, just my personal opinion.
That's fair. That's fair. Mel, jump in here. How you feel about the Baltimore Ravens, man?
Oh, man, I'm looking at these private chats, man. This is getting better in the private chat than this in the. I'm going back and forth. I'm like a soap. I'm sitting back. Hey, man, I've always been a fan of Baltimore. Well, let me back. I've always been a fan of Lamar Jackson. not Wallace. And I think that
I don't agree with Mel very often, but you're on point right there, man.
and, I mean, so, well, like I said before, man, I can't see because I'm not a fan of either team in division. As far as like a true fan, you know, I like certain players on certain teams, but like a fan of each team, I'm not one of them. So I just want to sit back and watch them play. I think that every team here can make an argument of where they can be at in that division. I like some of the moves that the Baltimore did. I like the fact that Lamar, now here's his chance. Everybody, even when Nick had brought up about the pocket passing thing, now here's his chance to prove it. You know, he's got weapons now. He said he didn't have weapons before. Now he has weapons. Now let's see what he can do. That's my thing now. And I want to sit back and see what he can do. Now you can't name an excuse now. You can't say, okay, he had no weapons. He wasn't got weapons. No, you got rid of the coordinator. Now let's see what Lamar can do. So this is Lamar's year to prove that he is a quarterback and not just a running or something that gets to run all the time. You just look back and watch him run. Let's see him be a quarterback, a complete quarterback. Let me say that. So yeah, that's my thing. I want to see what he can do this year as a quarterback. Yeah, and I'm glad you said about that we're on the discussion on Lamar. I love the weapons that they got. Nick knows I was a huge fan of Zay Flowers. I wish the Chiefs could have, made a splash in the draft and went up and got him, but they stayed back at the last pick. That kind of hurt my heart that they didn't go get him. Right. But it's okay. I love our wide receiver room. It's just that I prefer Zay Flowers because I see the explosiveness that he brings. Odell back, took the year off, I think that's probably a question mark for me, just for me, about Odell, just because, hey, man, you missed a whole year. You didn't have 2 ACL recently, 3 overall in your whole career, but 2 recently. That scares me in a year off. But here's my thing. I'm not to cut you off, though, Lamar. Here's my thing, though, about that. If you look at what Odell did with the Rams, all he had to do is kind of do that same thing with Baltimore because the other weapons they wouldn't get was Zay Flowers. True. Still got Andrews there. So if he could just be just the Odell and the Rams, it's good enough. Yeah. And he's still in command somebody to have to cover him.
Now that y'all mentioned the way it's set up, we just need him to provide what Anquan Bolden did the last time we won a Super Bowl. Make those big plays when we need it. And if you look at the dynamic of that Super Bowl team to this one, Torrey Smith was the deep route runner. Here comes the Zay Flowers kid. Right. Dennis Pitta was the tight end that possessed those ways. Here comes Mark Andrews. Now you need an Anquan Bolden type guy, and that's where we're hoping Odell comes in. And even look at the running backs. Ray Rice, dual threat, pass and run. J.K. Dobbins in the mix. Like, it just looks very similar. J.K. be punching nobody in the elevator. He thought his wife was Troy Polamalu, and I was just like, bro, come on, man. I felt so bad.
Hey, JJ, you wild, dog. But no, and I say this with all seriousness, and I said it with a couple of podcasts already. Do not be surprised if Lamar walks away with an MVP this year. I think the potential is there. I think the potential is there. He's already won it. He's already won an MVP. He's already won an MVP off of straight athleticism. Now you got the fact that he does have weapons. He got the weapons. He has the talent around him to produce. Hey, I know everybody's talking about the injury thing. I don't know how you feel about it, JJ. I thought he could have played last year. I thought he made a business decision not to play. That's just me. Big Mike made a good point. We had to make sure he brings that up. But go ahead.
I just really don't know. If he played the politics game, he played the politics game. But from what the report I saw, that he had a lot of inflammation in his knee. I can't imagine playing on something like that. And we don't even talk about Rashad Bateman, who actually got hurt and came back. It wasn't a bad person for us as well. And the receiving core, and he's coming in to the game.
Yeah. Hey, that's a true point. Let's bring all the fellas in here. We're still waiting for this. We're still waiting for the Cincinnati Bengals guy to show up. We got PT, we got our Steelers guy, we got Big Mouth, and then we got Matt. Everybody's excited in here, so I'm gonna try to direct traffic in here. I'm gonna go with Peyton. You got any question for anybody about their own separate team right now? Who you got?
Okay, I'll start with Baltimore. I actually live in Baltimore, so we'll start there. You know what I mean? Do you really think Lamar's going to be as good as he could be now that he got his money?
I do, because one thing I've learned, and I had to learn this myself, he believes in loyalty, and I think paying him shows the ultimate loyalty to him from this team. And look at what they did for him. They showed him everything. I think he's going to do great. I think he's going to be fine.
Even though they took so long to pay him and he's ready to walk away and all this other stuff like that, it wasn't straight loyalty.
Well, no, because not necessarily, because I never, not once, and you can ask any record, I never was worried about any of the reports that came out. I always believed we were going to sign him because I've been through contract negotiations myself, and I've threatened my own company to leave so I can get the money I want, and I got the money I want.
Like Charleston White over there.
I knew what this was, and I knew the whole time. The only reports that were saying there was an issue was people that weren't within the organization. If you look at the organization, there was never any bad blood. It was all created out there to make it type of thing. But I understood contract negotiations. I knew what Lamar was doing, and it worked.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's going to be one of the only players ever to have an MVP year, an amazing year after he gets paid? Because no player does. They all get paid.
No, I don't
sure
even
they don't get hurt.
If I'm being very honest with you, I think the sky's the limit is Super Bowl MVP. I don't think he's settling for MVP. I think the Ravens have a chance to go all the way.
Look here, man. Everybody for y'all division can't go to the Super Bowl.
That's a sad day for the NFL. I mean,
There's
that
only
means
2 teams.
31 other teams.
I'm
went
going to the
down.
Super Bowl.
But
I want to leave the Browns.
But
there's
Peyton always said Pittsburgh going
But
to the
there's
Super
only
Bowl.
2 teams that actually actually in the last couple of years have actually made it to the playoffs and actually won a couple games. Until the other 2 catch up and get there,
Yeah, y'all window
I'm
closed.
not really giving it to them.
Your window closed. Like your window, y'all should have operated in those 2 years, right? Like y'all didn't. Now you got a half-injured quarterback.
We respect y'all, but y'all ain't there yet.
You got a
We
misfit
respect y'all,
toy
but
at wide receiver. Caught him down. Like, and you're putting all your hopes in a young wide receiver. Like, come on, man.
So remember that.
What we
all of
talking
that,
about
Hold
here?
on, you said all of that, right? You said all of that, right? And you still can't catch us. So what does that say about y'all?
9-8, barely missed the playoffs with a rookie quarterback who played 7 games. Come on,
10-7, and my guy wouldn't miss the last 6 games when we made the playoffs. What'd you
Y'all
do?
veteran team. Y'all should have.
With a backup quarterback. You were just bragging.
We had a rookie quarterback.
Weren't you just elevating Mike Tomlin? Weren't you?
Hey, man, I'm going to tell the show to y'all. I'm going to sit back and watch.
Yeah, this I know.
I mean, he is the greatest coach. But
I'm just saying, you have to
don't
do
have
that.
traffic control. All right.
So see, the thing is, man, like we both know we don't need to talk to Cleveland. So that's why we're taking over the show. We're
At the end of the season, you guys going to be like, holy shit.
like Cleveland, you sit over there while the grown people talk.
Well, it makes sense that it's so cold in the AFC North. There's a lot of you, your window closed.
but I'm gonna bring Cleveland in here. Matt, you got a question for anybody on the panel right now?
Yeah, JG, I got a question for you. So, typically speaking, Ravens rookie wide receivers really have not had much of a history of working. But is Zay Flowers going to be the exception to that role? Because I'll tell you what, his draft profile was about as impressive as Jackson Smith and Jigba of Ohio State. So tell us what you're getting out of this guy, because people call him undersized, but he's out there like a possession receiver, sort of. So is that what he's going to bring to the NFL? Or is he more of a speed receiver, not as much as a strength and possession receiver?
It's probably going to be a speed receiver. And then we had Torrey Smith, who we drafted, that actually helped us win the Super Bowl. So that kind of worked out well. And then Hollywood Brown actually had a good year before he left because of the run-first offense. So I do think we're starting to figure it out on the wide receiver side, but I think Zay is going to be that speedster. Lamar really likes him. Lamar says he's got speed that he hasn't seen in a long time. And I think it's just today's D offense, you have to have a guy that can beat you over the top. You have to have a guy that can hit drags or quick screens and be able to take it over from like next level. And we have that with him. And from what I see, I don't know until I see it in the game. I tend to like not to really go off of what I see in preseason and all this other stuff because I've seen it before. But I think he has a chance to be that speedster because I think Bateman is going to be that possession guy along with like Mark Andrews and our other tight ends.
Hey, JJ, how much confidence you got in Bateman actually staying healthy and finishing the season?
How much confidence? I'll say about 80%.
Oh yeah, you being grateful, bro.
It's like Christmas.
That's for the whole team. That's for the whole
But
team.
see, I don't fall into victim of what happened in the past. I don't fall into victim. I don't fall into victim of injury wise of what happened in the past because there's been guys that have been injured and then have been fine on my team. There have been guys that have played injury histories and still be fine. So every year I'm
but you mentioned the Super Bowl like 7 times already. So you do live off the past only if it's good.
Huh?
I said you mentioned the Super Bowl like 7 times already. So you do live off the past, but only if it's good.
No, I mentioned that in the sense that we're talking about your point about the fact of how it was kind of.
I heard you say Trent Dilfer like 4 times. No, I'm like,
It was a defense that won Super Bowls. They didn't win it with the
Damn, did you bring up Trent Dilfer here on this show?
That's why I was mad bringing up Eli.
Oh my, no, please.
I went 8 for 16,
Why did you do that?
hey, Lamar, I got a really good idea. Everyone's arguing with one another. I want to bring a little peace and love to the show here. We'll go around. We'll start with the Cleveland guys. If you had to pick one of the teams in your division who would win the division that's not yours, who would you pick?
Go ahead, Matt. Answer that first.
Well, I'm probably going with the easy way out in this one. But unless Joe Burrow's out for the whole season, and I mean the whole doggone season, I have to go Cincinnati in that case.
All right, Big Mike.
They have some defense, but they're more of an offensive threat, obviously. 30-plus points a game. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they scored.
I agree with him. And the whole point of that is since he went out in the offseason, they did the one thing they needed to do. They brought in 2 big offensive linemen. That's
Hold on.
Easy, Lamar, easy.
No, I can't let you finish that. I cannot let you finish that. Big
Don't get upset.
No, I cannot let you finish that because Orlando Brown is not an elite left tackle.
Hey, he doesn't have to be elite. They didn't have any elite players. He just has to be good.
Will say,
he's elite for Cincinnati, right, Mike? He's elite for Cincinnati.
Hold on. We'll say Orlando Brown is a better run blocker than pass blocker. So if you get him run blocking, his pass blocking gets a little bit better. And Cincinnati does believe in running the football. So he has a better chance.
Joe beating Mixon.
Hey, isn't he in jail? Like,
now you gotta quit him.
He's off scot-free, I think. I don't know.
Mixon's ready to go beat up the whole North, it seems like.
But Burrow being
Peyton, if he was in jail, he'd be on the Cowboys now.
hey,
I can unite everybody after all.
Hey, but JJ, to your point, and the reason why I'm saying this, and I'll let you get back to what you're saying, Big Mike, but I had to pause you right there because my thing is I know they gave Orlando Brown money, but my thing is Orlando Brown, thank you for helping us win a Super Bowl, but trust you left my $500 million quarterback in disarray every game. Way too much money for you to be at the top of pressures. He was at the top of left tackles of pressures allowed. And we all know you bring the pressure, the presence of pressure, you leave it open for sacks. And I could not believe all the times that Patrick Mahomes made you look good by being mobile enough to get out of a damn sack. Because you were getting beat like a drum all season on the left tackle side. JJ's right. Run blocking, Orlando Brown's one of the best. Pass blocking, highly questionable. So, hey, have fun, Cincinnati, with that, which has always been your Achilles heel was his offensive line. That's all I'm saying. Don't get too pass happy. Go ahead, Big Mike.
Hey, listen, they were pass happy, and they could have they had nobody out there. They had a bunch of guys with blown ACLs, and they were still doing the damn thing. So having that guy who's just a big body who can move a little bit and, again, can run block like no other, I think that's a hell of an upgrade from what they had before.
That's fair.
You got to think they still did all they did with that. And here's a hot take for you. I think the Chargers win that division and the Chiefs.
Oh man, come on!
Whoa, Bills might I don't know about that, man.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Hey, bring me back. I'll tell you.
Hey, Mike, it was nice being on the show with you, bro.
Mike,
Mike, you had a good run, man. It lasted like an hour. Good job.
Those Cleveland Brown fans, boy. They always go too far, man.
When the Browns left for those 4 years, the Chargers became my team. So
oh my gosh, I can't believe Mike said that.
Hey, here's another one. I don't think the Bills make the playoffs.
Oh, well, we all agree. We all agree with that.
Whoa.
Hey. Do not say nothing about the Jets while he on here.
No, I think the Jets and the Dolphins are what leads that division. I don't think 1 and 2 stay the same.
The
it was always
Dolphins.
the Bills
Just
and the
the
Chiefs,
Dolphins.
right?
Just the Dolphins.
Either one of them will be up there.
Fuck the Jets. Just the Dolphins. Oh, hey, Nick,
because Stephon Diggs is leaving Buffalo? Is what you're going with?
Well, no, it's not even that. It's if he stays there, I think it's bad because that riff is for real. And they better hope James Cook is exactly what they need at running back because otherwise they have a bunch of guys that they're handing the ball off 500 times. All right, new guy in. Every other play, you can't play like that. And then Josh.
Oh, yeah,
Allen,
Dalvin's good. Well, he's going to be like Dalvin, his brother, though. I mean, come on.
Okay, well, we got to see it. But Josh Allen thinks he needs to do it all. If the pass ain't there, he's the one running. You can't do that. He has to learn to dump it down. Otherwise, that team's done. And what happened last year? Von Miller got hurt, and that whole defense sucked, right? How does one player take a whole defense out? That's not supposed to work like that, especially a veteran, a 10-year plus veteran. No, I'm sorry. That doesn't
but the Bills have a top 5 defense anyway. They're not worried.
You know how George Call rolled Carmelo Anthony to the ground? That's exactly what Buffalo's doing to Josh Allen. They're running him into the ground.
And that's the problem. And that's why they will not make the playoffs.
They miss Dabo. Josh Allen makes Dabo. That's all there is to it.
There it is, man. There it is.
That's all there is to it.
All right, Peyton, jump in here. Pick a team that you think can realistically win the division, not your Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey, I'll be honest, man. If those Ravens could get their thing together, Lamar, man, as much as I talk crap about him, Lamar's a thing. He's a thing, and he's a thing for Cincinnati. You know, so I think if they could get that running game, they cannot abandon that run. They try to sit Lamar back there and throwing that ball 40, 45 times, 50 times. It ain't going to work. I don't care how much people think he can. He never done it. It's just not who he is. He's too fast. He's too quick. First sign of danger, he's taking off. Right. So I'll give Baltimore a nudge, but of course, Cincy, until someone shows me different, until they don't get a bad penalty hitting the dude out on the sideline to take him out of the game.
A legit penalty.
One fake penalty away from going to the show. So I don't know.
Hey, they were 2 penalties away from winning the Super Bowl against the Rams.
Right. So it's like,
we was doing good, dog. We was doing good. JJ, same question. Pick a team not yours that has a realistic chance to win that division, man.
I mean, I think the default is Cincinnati, but if I'm going to be a little bit different, I will give it to my respected rival, even though it kills me, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, because
oh my God, you're about to get disowned by every Baltimore Ravens fan, bro.
I just said Baltimore, though.
That anyone's ever asked on our show. This was better than I expected. I didn't expect those two picking one another.
I didn't either.
I'll say, bring it. I got all the time of the day for anybody that want to say, even my own fan base. I'm sorry. I have to look at the guy that has a coach that has done it, been there so many times. And I'm sorry, Cleveland has the talent, but I've seen this so many years with so much talent and so much amazingness on this team. Then literally the first 5 weeks goes down the crap. At least with Pittsburgh, I mean, I know every time we see them across the way what's coming my way. I know what to expect when I see this team down the line. And this team has been a scary team when they get a few breaks. And sometimes you get a few breaks down the season. Somebody gets hurt. Somebody misses the game. I just think if there's a team that I think could take it outside of Cincinnati and us, it's Pittsburgh.
Hey, what's crazy is in the first 5 games, you'll know exactly where the division is because we all play each other in the first 5 games, at least once. So you'll know.
We'll be 5-0. We'll be 5-0.
This is the way it should be to start out the season. We got to have our division matchups. I mean, come on. That's how we
I've never
separate the
seen
men from the boys.
in the first four games, you got 3. That's crazy. I've never seen it like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
but
mean,
I will
that
say,
battle of Ohio is going to be great this year. I got to say.
Now that Burrow don't play, that's
Even with Trevor,
His status
even with
for
Trevor
game
Simeon,
one
they're
is
still going to make
definitely
noise.
no. Come on, don't give.
mean-
You were giving him way
no.
too much credit on that.
way too
that
much credit.
trash.
Yeah, way too much
Wow.
trash.
I'm just being realistic. They got all the firepower in the world. They're going to test our
If they
defense.
don't get the football, they can have every receiver. They can bring back Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, they can bring back Jerry Rice. Trevor Simeon's not going to throw the ball to him. It's not going to happen.
Not
They
Trevor
can bring
Simeon.
back Chuck
I'm not
Noll. They
taking
can
this
bring
team
back.
lightly, man. I'm taking them lightly at all. We Browns fans have yet to learn our lesson. Don't take the opponents lightly, or all hell
Nah.
breaks loose.
I can do it this year
Yeah.
with the 2 edge rushers we got. I don't think Simeon's going to get off. I think he's
I think
We'll see. We'll
like
see.
I think like to answer this
great.
question, like take the quarterbacks out of the teams. Like take all the starting quarterbacks out of the teams.
Mhm.
Whose culture, whose organization, whose team do you feel is strong enough to win it? And that's where I think like
if I
Pittsburgh.
did that, I would see if we did that way. I'm going to be dog because I'm going to pick Pittsburgh because
Yeah,
their organization
Pittsburgh.
and Tomlin and how they are. That's really
Yeah.
the championship standard team to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree
I
with
Don't
all
agree.
even
y'all.
forget about our rookie Dorian Thompson Robinson. I mean, we got to throw him into that mix.
Oh, I love DTR.
Yeah, no. DTR's been playing well, but fellas, just stick around with us. I'm gonna put y'all back in the green room because the team that won the division is finally here, and so I want y'all to, take it easy on them. Just soak
he's
in
flexing
everything
already.
Yeah, he flexing already.
Roll up late, didn't he?
Y'all, wow. No, I'm gonna bring y'all back in here because this is entertaining, good stuff. And hey, they won a division, and he's already flexing. He's already
When you win the
flexing.
division, you can show up late. When you win the division, you can show up when you want.
My man, talk to us, man. First of all, hey, go ahead, let the people know where they can find you at, Clarence, and drop all your content where they can find you at, my guy.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Clarence, aka
Well,
Sports
no.
Guy Jado. Y'all can find me on TikTok under Jado Bless, Facebook, Instagram, Sports Guy Jado, man. Diehard Bengals fan. Was at the game man, all of my gear, like die hard, like, and I
Your
just
last
had a
name
lot
not
of people.
Thomas, is it? Your last name not Thomas, is it?
No.
Okay,
no.
good. All right, good.
So I just want to know who's coming in second place this year because
That's what we're trying to find out, Clarence. So go ahead, take the moment, pop your collars, talk your shit about
Yeah.
your Cincinnati Bengals, man. Go ahead.
But first of all, I'm gonna say this though. Thank you for letting me come on the show, Mara. Man, it's I love talking AFC North football, and I really follow every game, every team in the AFC North because we played them twice. And I will say I'm a football fan first, and team first, and fan second. But I see every team in the division. They look good. Everybody stacked up on them. I see the Ravens picked up Jadeveon Clowney. I said, oh, he get pressure on quarterback, so that's gonna be good for Baltimore. TJ Watt, God, I hate him so much because he destroyed the right side. And Cleveland, for some apparent reason, we couldn't beat Cleveland the last 3 years. When we finally beat them, I felt like, yeah, we can really beat the Browns week 1. Like, so I see all the teams improving, and then here comes us, the big dog. This is the Queen City that owns the AFC North for the last 2 years. There never been a three-peat in the AFC North, so that's something we got to conquer though. But I will say, like, it's not an easy road in the North though, because when you see one team getting better, that motivates you to get better as well. Like, and I see how the Ravens, they grabbed OBJ, they changed their scheme around, and the Browns, like, it's up to Deshaun Watson. But and the Steelers, I like Pickens. I see how it's been working out. So I'm keeping an eye on everybody though. But everybody got to understand, we got that guy Joe Burrow. Like, he makes it happen. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When he got drafted here, he was like, not trying to dang it, we got our LeBron James. Like, we got our dude. We got that dude. So when we got that dude, like that, that started a new era. Like, so Cincinnati going up, the team getting better, we're competing. So this is brand new to me. We're starting winning. Like we're winning, and we want to keep that going. You know, we got to keep that going. But it's something about that AFC North, man. Like them teams in there, like they just straight bullies though. And I'm very excited for this season though, because this year go see like is the Bengals for real, like championship or bust. Like that's how we looking at it. Like, and
That's how you're supposed to look at it though.
yeah, I mean, yeah, though. But when you start winning, though, you gotta build that winning formula. Like I was very upset we tied up with the Falcons. I'm like, y'all, we gotta build that winning formula because that team, you know, that flock nest over there in Baltimore, you know, they got a 24-game winning streak in the preseason. Like they're building that winning habits. Although they didn't win the division like in 3 years though, but you know. Yeah, so but that winning bit, we need winning habits though. Like we all need winning habits though. I'm just so happy like the players we got on our team, and you know everybody just keep commenting on like, oh, y'all not gonna pay everybody and all that. Like, well, y'all don't know how the cap works. Like we're gonna pay everybody. The class of 2019 is going to get paid. The only people that need to be paid is Burrow and T in that class. So once we get those situated, man, I really feel strong enough. Like we can really make a run. Like we can really go get that ring though, because I'm tired of those Pittsburgh. Like, you know, they was our big brothers for the last 25 years, like that I've been, 27 years that I've been, you know, watching football. Like, so it's just a new era in Cincinnati, and I'm very excited to see what other teams, you know, how they go play us. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all have to play us. Like y'all have to beat us. We're not giving y'all the game no more. That's like 2000 before like that, you know, 2016. Like. We're not giving y'all the game no more. Y'all have to really play us and beat us. I'm just so excited though. But you know, Cincinnati, you know, who's coming in second place? That's all. I'm just so excited.
Hey Mel, jump in here. How you feel about these Cincinnati Bengals, my man?
I mean, until somebody dethrone them, I can't get the words out. You know, you got to right the brag. You look at what Cincinnati done. I mean, they beat your Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, whoa, wait. Why'd you have to bring that up?
3 times.
I'm just saying. We talk about football.
That idiot didn't hit Mahomes out of bounds.
Well, yeah, we won't even bring that up.
Oh man, that play right there, Mark.
I had to.
Well, we bring up
watching that play, man.
We bring up football.
Fan. That hurt my heart.
We put Kansas City as the golden standard.
Yeah,
you know, everybody look and say, okay, who we need to beat. They go to KC. So who beat KC?
Yeah,
Cincinnati. Yeah. So I'm saying, so you got to give them these that much props to be a leader of this division. But like I said before, I still like this division because each team can beat up on everybody.
That's true.
It's still the same thing. Did they really address the offensive line? You know, the Burrow got sacked. Was it last year? He got sacked 9 times in one game.
No, that was a couple of years ago.
That was a couple years ago.
That was a divisional round against the Titans.
Right.
That was 8 times. I think it was 8 or 9 times. Yeah, it was bad.
It was 9 times. I remember it being 9.
Well, hey,
I swear, every time I took a bite of my food, he was getting sacked. I'm like, God.
I mean, so that's a lot of beating to be taken on a body. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep getting knocked down.
Mel's an expert about beating on the body.
Now, I will say about the Bengals though, y'all, the backup quarterback situation concerns me. Like, but I understand,
though, right? Like all of us get derailed if the main guy goes out.
For real.
Like, I just felt like, you know, he's better. They better than. I want to say they better than our last backup in Brandon Allen. Brandon Allen knew the system, and he knew Zach Taylor for a couple years. So it's like he has the edge though. But I feel like our backup situation, like we not like, you know, being more productive in that situation because like Brownie, you know, he looks solid in camp. Simeon, he's the veteran backup. You know,
but Simeon's garbage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's garbage. I ain't gonna lie, he's garbage though. But he's experienced though. But I'm just not comfortable.
Okay, he's just experienced garbage.
Yeah. Like no, he had a good run in Denver though. I ain't gonna lie, because he beat Cincinnati. I remember that. Yeah, like so it's like he gets a plus, like because he's been in the league for long though. But his play style it's just garbage, man. Yeah, like, we just need somebody to hold the clipboard and like, you know, give Burrow you know, go get some water for him or something. Like I just think
I would say this about Cincinnati though. For them to have a lot of holes, they find a way to win.
True.
You know, so You can dial up the coaching. You can dial
Zay
up
Flowers
the
got an end zone, just made that look easy. I'm sorry, I'm watching.
you can dial it to whatever you want. You can put something on Joe Burrow, but they find a way to win. They find a way to win. So I got my
quarterbacks do though. They elevate everybody else around them, right?
So my hat go off to them for that, because hey, if you have put on other teams, Dallas Cowboys, who have holes like that, they lose. They find a way to lose all the time. So I gotta get a props to Cincinnati for finding a way to win with all those holes. Yeah,
and everybody remember last year when Jamar got hurt with the hip injury, and they were saying, "Oh, they can't win without Jamar." I'm like, actually, they're good. We went 3-1, and Burrow was throwing 72%. So it's like we just needed our quarterback to be the quarterback we drafted him for. Like, and I had no problem with that because you had another guy in T. Higgins on the other side and Tyler Boyd. So it's like, okay, we lose one of the trios, but we still, like you said, we found ways to win. And we looked like we was airing it out a lot, like more though, but we really had
whatever worked though.
Pack. Yeah, whatever worked. Like in the middle of pack running game we had, it actually worked though. And it was, it was effective. And people didn't see that. Like, they talk, Joe Mixon was trash and all this. He had a few good games though, but he was still effective in the run game. He was our run game if you think about it. Like, so I just felt like I agree with you. I agree with you, man. Like, we found ways to win, and we was a second half team though. We had to see y'all how y'all is in the first half. In the second half, we gonna smash you punch you in the face.
Right,
like, simple as that. Like,
that's also Mel's move. Second half, we're gonna smash and I'm gonna punch you in the face.
That's what gets me trouble lately.
Everybody got a game plan until they get punched in the face. Like,
true.
Always.
True.
One of the best.
Nick, I need you to address me as Mr. B-Dick.
I'm gonna address you as broken backside after you've been throwing that tacky for 2 hours. Let me throw a question at you. I'm gonna throw two. I'm gonna throw you the question that I threw the other guys before you got in. If you had to pick one team in a division besides yours who you think could win it, who would that be? And then I got another question for you. But go ahead, give me that.
I like honestly
damn, you got no energy all of a sudden. Damn, I told you with that question.
No, because I'm a football fan first though. And I've been watching all the AFC teams around here. If I had to choose like who will win the division, I will say the Baltimore Ravens because I'll say the Baltimore because people really sleep on Lamar. Like Lamar Jackson is really him when he's healthy, and something about that defense they got, man. Like, in training camp, the Lamar, Snoop, and Josh, they threw 8 interceptions. And people ain't credit that defense. Like, hey, man, that defense is really good though. And them linebackers, Joe Mixon even spoke on it. Like, man, I hate playing the Ravens linebacker because they always shoot in the gaps at the right time. Like, and I think the Ravens really they got a chance too though because Lamar. You got a great quarterback in him. If OBJ can come back to his, I ain't gonna say Giants form, but like I'll even say a Cleveland form. Like just give me 1,000 yards and like 80 catches. I think they can pull it out though. I think they can really pull it out though. Like we play them. It's good that we play them early because we get to see see what they got, what they've been working with. Right. Like I don't believe in the Browns. Like I don't know why. Like I feel like Deshaun Watson. Like all that situation and stuff, like he still won't be focused and stuff. Like and believe it or not, his cap hit for $60 million. So it's like, what if somebody around him get hurt? They can't bring in nobody else because all that money is going towards him.
Yeah.
Like
I hope Anthony Price isn't watching because Zay Flowers just dogged you on like a 20. He's a Washington fan. Zay Flowers just took like a little pass out to the wing. He started in the slot, zigged in, zigged out. To
we expect this from the Commanders, man. It's no big deal. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, one more question.
What's the second question?
How much concern do you have over losing Bates on the back end?
How much concern I am losing Bates? Honestly, I'm not even that's a small concern to me, honestly.
Really?
Because
he's been a very valuable player on that team.
No, he was though, but okay, I follow Joe Goodberry, on Twitter and stuff, and he was listing the tier type of players on our team. And Joe Burrow Jamar Chase, DJ Reader, Trey Henderson was all tier ones. Jesse Bates is a tier 2 guy according to to his statistics. And I felt like you drafted another guy just like him, 2 guys in Dax Hill and Jordan Battle. I feel very confident in those 2 because I think those guys can put the work in and get better. Because I watched Jordan Battle. I'm a Bama fan, so I watched him closely. And
oh man, we had to put you off of here.
I'm sorry. Look, hey, half of the family from Alabama, and my mom and them. So, and I just see,
and then the other half is too because they all relate. No, I'm playing.
Yeah. I see the potential in him. He's a ball hawker. He's a hard hitter. Something that Jesse Bates was. And the NFL business, you can't pay everybody though. So you better replace him with someone that got his potential. Okay. And I like Dax Hill. Dax Hill showed some flashes in the preseason.
Hill,
and
Michigan,
of course.
Yeah, Michigan. Yep. Yeah.
Course.
He's shown flashes he can really break out this year. He's actually one of my guys that I'm hoping to break out, him and Taylor Britt, because I see so much potential in them, and I think we're really okay. All a young secondary need is a pass rush. If you get pressure, all they gotta do is sit on that route right there, interception. They just, instincts gotta be on point. So I'm okay. I was heartbroken for a little bit, but I had to understand we can't pay this guy because we got to pay these other guys. So I knew it was coming.
You're trying to do the Ravens thing. You're trying to bring the next guy in and replenish, right?
Yeah, the next guy.
Let them go, draft a replacement, and hope he does the same job. All right, I respect that.
Yeah,
that ain't a bad take.
I respect it.
When you're not that much, but
because
people was disrespecting
glasses on. I saw Lamar's eyes bug out for a second.
Bro, I was the same way. I'm yo, Jesse Bates was your captain back there in the secondary. So
I
was he must not be from Cincinnati. He must be from Covington, Kentucky.
He's from he's from Indiana. See, I wanted him to come back. But that second contract, man. Most players don't make that second contract, and he had a chance to make that second contract. And I wish him the best of luck. I even shot him an inbox. I don't know. He probably ain't look at it. I'm like, hey, good luck, man. I apprect your time in Cincinnati.
So you saying this is my man's DMs?
Huh?
So you saying
hey man, I'm in all the. Hey, that don't sound like the man. I'm always in the players' DM. Hey, the next sports guy. Hey.
I ain't knocking your hustle, bro. I ain't knocking your hustle.
No, don't.
Hey, man, you gotta welcome everybody to the jungle, man.
He will knock your hustle, but he'll knock your hustle after you're off the show. He won't do it to
your face.
Right. No.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta. I'll say this real quick before I bring the rest of the fellas in. I gotta give the AFC North credit, all of y'all, because this is the first time that we were able to get a representative from all teams, and we got 2 Cleveland Browns.
Right.
So, thank you, AFC North. So this is an omen at how tough that y'all gonna be because all y'all showed up on the ILW show. So, hey man, I'm gonna bring all the fellas in. This is gonna be fun right here. All right. So
if I learned anything
private chats, bro.
I got 5 months over. If I learned anything today, it's that drugs are bad. You guys are wild with these takes. Lamar, I got an idea. Why don't everybody mute themselves and you throw it around for the end, and that way everyone's not jumping all over one another.
Sir.
I got you.
Relax. All right.
360 messages in the chat from 4 minutes, man. These guys aren't waiting.
Whoever got the game, turn it down a little bit. You're feeding into the to your mic. All right, so here we go. Again, I appreciate all you fellas being here. Literally, for real. This is probably the most turnout we gotten for a division.
Right.
He was so ashamed of his team he left.
Ever. All right, so my man, Big Mike, give us your parting words, man. What are you looking for your squad, and a final question for any other team on the panel? Go ahead, Big Mike.
All right, listen, here's the deal. I really believe the Browns will make the playoffs. Wild card, I'm not saying win the Super Bowl, none of that. I'm not going to jump way ahead of myself here, but I think we do have the talent to make the playoffs. Again, I'm not going to be Adam Rank and tell us we're going 6-11 and losing to 2, rookie quarterbacks, because that was ludicrous of that dude. this division is really the toughest, and that's the problem. Like Peyton has said, man, whoever comes out of this division is going to be so beat up going into them playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we better hope that we can take a deep breath before we get there. You know, my thing is I got a question for JJ here. Look, when OBJ was with Cleveland, you know, he had all the animosity, he had all these problems, you know,
Mm-hmm.
started his shit over here. Do you really think he can sit back and allow Zay Flowers, Bateman, Andrews, and all these guys get theirs before he gets his? Because if we all know OBJ as anybody, he's not that dude on any team.
Good question.
A year away from football and winning a ring could do a lot to a guy.
That's another thing.
But that's the thing. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I do understand what you're talking about. We got a guy that was fighting field goal nets and other things like that. But I think from what I've seen from him, for what I've been hearing, for what I've been watching, he seemed like a man that finally get it. He seems like a dude that's like, now granted, he may have some points because his contract is incentive based. Like he has to get at least, I think, 10 touchdowns and over 65 passes to get like an extra $1 million or $2 million. But I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be okay. Because I really think he may not. Lamar's a great leader. And if there's one person that has guys rally behind him and also understand the assignment, it's Lamar.
I mean, I guess I just know when he was in Cleveland, he had his best friend Jarvis Landry with him, and that still didn't matter. He was still mad Jarvis got the ball more than him. And that was just crazy.
I tend to think there was a lot more that I hope a 30 for 30 comes out between him and Baker Mayfield. That's what just my personal opinion.
I mean, Baker just destroys shit anyway.
That's gonna be a
True.
Boo Boo Baker.
Yeah, Boo Boo Baker. JJ, since you're right here, give us your last thoughts on your team and any question to anybody on the panel. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna direct this to the Cincinnati Bengals because that is the team that I want to smoke with the most. That is the team that I want. I have said earlier in the show that I think we would take the division. You know, I think we will actually take this because I believe a full-strength Ravens team can beat a full-strength Bengals team and has it. My question for you is, what are you going to do about T. Higgins' contract? Because from what I've understood, from what I've seen, and I could be wrong, he don't think that y'all are going to keep all of them together.
Well, that's a good question, JJ, because you know that been the question all over the, you know, social media. Like, is the Bengals keeping T. Higgins? Like, when he's getting his contract? And you know that's a bit concerning though, because I wonder like how is they gonna like structure that type of contract? What type of contract they gonna give him actually? Because you know some people on the left saying he's a $30 million guy per year, and that's like, nah, that's what elites make the most money. Versus he can make like, you know, starting out like 17 per year. Like, so it's like we got that tightrope in the middle. Like, man, they got to come up with a number. Like, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people, like, you know, some of my insiders in Cincinnati, they've been telling me like, oh, we're gonna get a deal done. But it's like, when you say you're gonna get a deal done, the deal is not even done yet. It's more so like it's still a continuing process. And I don't want it to be in no situation where, okay, we ain't get no deal. No, he ain't get no extension started the season. So he got to ball out this season to earn his contract. And then what if we franchise tag? What if we franchise tagged him and he doesn't like that? Like, so that I'm a bit concerned about it though. And I hope we give him like a friendly deal, like something that he can both agree on, something that he takes. Like, and knowing the Bengals, they like to front load their contracts though. So I feel like they go give him most of his money in like for the first 2 years though, and like probably like 2 or 3 years down the road, like he's gonna be making like probably a base salary, like probably like 15 or 16. But I'm definitely keeping my eyes on it. I ain't hearing nothing yet. They didn't offer him nothing yet, but when I do, I'm gonna definitely let you guys know.
Yeah, you have an early bye week.
This just goes back to what Marcellus Wiley.
Because usually bye weeks are when a big negotiation can happen, right?
Ours are
the year, some big superstars get that negotiation finalized during the bye week when they have time to sit for 2 days and get it done. So
yeah, I think
you start off. I mean, I see 5 years, 290 coming in. I see him being the top played, average
Burrow?
per year in football. For Burrow, I see 5. You saw 2.
Oh, for Burrow. Oh.
Yeah, Burrow.
Oh,
Whoever.
I
I
was
think
like,
Oh, you talking about Burrow? I'm like, yo, T ain't getting that.
So he let
Yeah,
yeah,
I was-
coach. It's like, damn.
They love like
Yeah,
He
damn.
might have a game like that, like 5 catches for 290, but he didn't get a contract like that.
I would want I just
My
know
favorite-
like how the Bengals. I just know how the Bengals roll. Like they give you an offer. If you don't like it, you on the basically you go be on the move. Like, but things has changed. We won playoff games. We made a Super Bowl appearance. We got everything we need. You just gotta pay them accordingly. Like, just pay them like what you feel like that's their worth. Like, and I don't want them to like lowball them or anything because T. Higgins, like, believe it or not, he hangs out in the city. You know, he interacts with the people. We do camps. Shoot,
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. We see him at the nightclubs. Like, he really hangs out with the people in Cincinnati. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I seen him numerous of times.
I got it.
Like he's a really like he's a fan favorite in Cincinnati. Like, and I just feel like, man, it's only right, man. We give him that right price and we keep this guy because the fans love him. And he was our leading receiver for last year. Like, and he played all 17 games and he balled out. Even though the numbers was kind of like, mediocre though, in my opinion. But
It's
he
about
played
him.
well.
It's really
Yeah, it's
about
about
him.
him.
But he wants a
That's
friendly
all I'm
deal.
saying,
That's what it's
I think
about.
you move
He
him.
wants that
I
friendly
really,
deal.
really do.
It
I
goes
think
back
you
to
move him
Marcellus
because you got to pay Burrow, you got to pay Chase, and you can't pay your second wide receiver number 1 wide receiver money.
That's
Because
why.
Chase
No,
is
he's not
gonna
getting
get more. Burrow's going to
goes-
get the big contract that I mentioned. Chase is going to get the big deal.
Yeah.
He's going to go up into the Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams stratosphere.
Trade
You
before you lose.
Not be able to do that because you pay Higgins. I think you pay
But this-
Higgins
Trade before
bring
you
Higgins,
lose.
and you get a
Right.
very good return for it, and you got an elite quarterback who can raise the level of wide receivers. I think you move Higgins, you replenish, and you just reload and you pay Chase.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna
Ah,
find
man.
out what
That's not
Marcellus-
saying Higgins.
100%.
That's not saying T doesn't deserve to be on the team. That's just saying
But-
it's a numbers game. You
That's
can't
business.
But I
just
think
do-
this. But I think
25
this goes back
million
to
a
what
year
Marcellus
receivers.
Wiley said
That's
on
it.
Sports Nation years ago. Marcellus Wiley said again, like half the players in the league care about money more than winning. We're gonna find out what T. Higgins really cares about with this upcoming contract because if he
Yeah.
cares
Well-
about money more than winning,
Well,
he'll
I
walk.
But here's the thing, though.
Good point.
You playing a brutal sport. You gotta care about
Get your
money. You care about winning.
Yeah,
Get your
because
bread.
limited years. You have limited years. In
You got
this.
limited time to play this game. You gotta get your bread.
This
Yeah,
is
you
over
gotta
last
work.
20
Everybody
years.
on
You can't do that.
Right.
So we got 2 more years till we play Jamar Chase. And I feel like this the window now, and for 2 years after, this is the right opportunity to re-sign the players that you really want. And if they really want T, they will get a deal done. Like week 1
Yeah,
is
you
3
still gotta
weeks
have that
away.
money when it's time to pay them, though.
Man, right.
So you
Like,
you still can't tie the money up in T. Higgins.
He's got to be
just
willing
kinda
to take
pay-
that low deal.
Yeah, he gonna have to get paid on the table or
Yeah, he-
something.
Yeah, they're going to
hey, give him a free,
You know what I'm saying?
give him a 3-year deal.
Send him Deshaun's masseuse over there.
There you go.
Give him,
for real right there.
give him a 3-year deal. Give him a good 3-year deal.
Ham and reach
Hey.
arounds.
Don't say reach around when you sit in front of a man's groin, Mel.
Hey, hold
Give
on.
that man a good 3-year deal, making it like 18 per year, somewhere close to that number. Don't break the bank on him. Just give him like a
Right.
3-year extension or something. Like, he'll be here for another 3 years. So
Hey,
So
hey,
it
Nick,
is-
hey, Nick, what did you call this John a couple of weeks ago?
Oh man, I call him so much. What I call him? I say so much funny shit, man. I can't keep track of everything, man.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
hey, Clarence, real quick,
Oh.
give us your
Oh, we talked about something, and I was like, "Oh, Mr. Rubber, he doesn't wear
Yeah.
a rubber."
Hey, he got paid. He
Wow.
Matthew got upset with that one.
got off and paid. He did it.
I've done it too, man. I've been there. I'm the king of that New Jersey. I can tell you everywhere to go. You come to New Jersey, I'll tell you where to get the handy dandy, bro.
I'll
Hey,
be there
Clarence,
tomorrow.
yeah. Hey, real quick, give your final synopsis on your squad, and if you got any questions for anybody on the panel, go ahead.
my final prediction for my squad is, offensive line. That's see how they gel up. And Joe Mix is yeah, it's questionable right now because I'm kind of upset that they didn't play in the preseason. At least get like one drive in, like just to see how they gonna move around, how their chemistry is built. And Joe, obviously Joe Burrow, he got, he had like the strained calf. Everybody was going crazy. I'm like, no, it's just hot outside. He just, maybe it just froze up on him. Everybody like, I'll trade it. Like people was literally saying, I'll trade in my calf for him. Like the Bengals, they really have to block some people. But I think our main goal, is the Super Bowl, and I think got to knock out everybody in the division. And I'm gonna give y'all a good prediction. And I think our division, like our record in the division, I think we really can go 4-2. Like really can go 4-2 in the division. Like we got a chance. We can sweep like 2 teams in there. Like if we wanted to.
What's on 2 teams? Go ahead and say it. You got them clues in your mind. Go ahead and say it.
Browns Steelers.
That means you're going 0-2. I want to know that answer.
Look, man. Look, I gotta love and hate with the Browns, man, because they just been beating us after years and years. I'm like, man, we really letting these clowns beat us, man.
Like, did it on Halloween last year, destroyed.
Dude, man, I think I broke up with my girlfriend that year, man, that day. Cause she talking about, no, the Bengals so shitty. I'm like, well, you shitty. Get out my house, bro. Like, I realized, I was mad, like. But 4-2, like that's my prediction. 13-4 on the season. Like I feel like this is our year. This is our year. We gotta win the division. Like what I'm saying. Like it's just hard nosed though.
So you beating Kansas City this year?
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, why is
definitely?
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Right.
That's what I do.
Look, because man, I respect the Chiefs. But I hate them at the same time because I'm like, man, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, man.
Right.
Like, and that's the best team right now. Like we got to beat the Chiefs. I got that circle. I'm going to that game actually. Yeah.
Hey, link up with me. I'm here. I'm in the city. So link up with me for New Year's. We can do a podcast, and I'm gonna take you to the real barbecue spots, not this Texas.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, bet. We'll definitely link.
Oh man, that's great. I can't wait to watch Sauce Gardner knock both of you guys out of the playoffs.
Hey, you a Jets fan, right?
I am a Jets fan, yes, sir.
You can't tell.
Okay. I know. No, because look, I ain't gonna lie. I've been watching Aaron Rodgers like in training camp. I'm like, damn, man, them passes look very good. Like he just looks so relaxed. Yeah, he's really a bad man. And that's what Joe Burrow used to watch.
Move on, Clarence.
Come on, we got Aaron Rodgers fall off the Brooklyn Bridge.
Funny you mentioned that now because I'm bringing it up right now. Boom, baby, let's rock.
Hey, Clarence, you got any questions for anybody on the panel, real quick?
Okay. No, I actually don't have no questions. Good luck to everybody in the season with the AFC North team, and I'll see y'all. I'll see Mr. Big Mike week 1. I ain't going to that game.
Hey, I live down here in Moneytown. I'm right by you, man. We can link up and watch this game for real. The other guy,
yeah.
He's a Cincy fan.
Yeah, man. We definitely got to shoot me an inbox, send your friend request, man. We got a link, man.
Right.
Network.
No, I am not a Cincinnati fan at all. I'm a Browns fan. Come on, man. Don't be like that to me, man.
You was over there, Trevor Siemian and us.
No, I'm just saying, let's keep my expectations in check here. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Lamont, I got a good idea. This group is so good, and the fact that they all came in, I say maybe like mid-season, maybe late October, early November, we do a check-in on how the season's going and see who don't show up.
Agree. I
like this group. This group is fun, man.
Hey, Nick, and who don't show up, we know where their team is at.
Right. Hey, I'm going to be here. I don't care where my team is.
You know what? I respect that, Mike, because I'm a Jet fan, and we know what it's like to be bad. We embrace that shit. We're comfortable when it's bad. I don't know what to do with expectations. I'm shook with expectations.
Hey, usually it's already next year for me, but
right, me too.
Well, no, it still is. It still is.
Y'all, wow. Hey, Matt, jump in here, man. Give us your final synopsis on your Cleveland Browns, and if you got any questions for anybody on the panel.
Well, I know I'm going to get a few chuckles for this, but I'm going to come out and say it anyway. I'm thinking 9 or 10 wins. 11 may be a bit of a ceiling. I want to keep my expectations somewhat in check because there are some real enemies to the Browns. One of them being, unfortunately, the injury bug. And Big Mike knows what I'm talking about. We get hit with it every single year. I gotta keep it clean on here, guys. I gotta do that. Internal turmoil. I mean, we've got problems in the Cleveland. I mean, I'm telling you, it's always something with these guys. But really, I mean, these guys. I mean, we can't go with paper champions. I know better than to do that. But for crying out loud, these guys got a roster that looks like a dang on man ultimate team out here. They better be balling out. Like I had to. They got weapons all over the place.
Don't ever wish that. No. That's why we gonna lose because of that shit.
Hey, I play enough ultimate team to know. I play enough. Trust me. I'm tasting top 100 again. So,
you got any questions for anybody on the panel, Matt? Last round of questions.
Well, I gotta ask JJ. I'm sorry, JJ. I gotta ask a Bengals guy this one. So, what's the word on Joe Burrow? Is he playing week 1 or is he not? Like, I want to know.
Oh, absolutely, man. Look, man, I'm gonna give y'all insight, man. He was at the club, man. He failed, man. He was drinking too much, so that's why he had to sit out for preseason, man. Week 1 in the preseason, man, he was throwing 50-yard bombs. He was running like the dude is all right. He's 100%. He looked better than when he started in training camp. So I don't have no concerns.
You can't miss week 1 against a division opponent. You can't do that.
No. Absolutely. And then Myles Garrett, man. God, man, this guy, we got somebody over there now. We got Orlando Brown over there now. So if you want to bang, we got to bang with him.
Lamar, don't do it, Lamar. Don't do it, Lamar.
We got Myles Garrett. We got Zadarius Smith. Come on, Big Mike, back me up. We're going to be bringing that heat, right?
Dalvin Thomas and Shelby Harris. You got
you got.
Wait. Are we sure we're not going to put in Sayaki Ika too? I mean, we got to give that. We got to give that guy some props.
I ain't gonna lie. One Browns player I like on that team is Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I'm like, God, he's a hybrid linebacker. I watched him at Notre Dame. I'm like, yeah, he's really good. Like keep him out the flats. Yeah, we good. Like, you know,
he's Levante David 2.0. He's going to be proven.
Just make sure you.
Hey man, Myles Garrett about to have a field day.
Yeah.
Oh, you serious?
He's not double team now because Darius on the other side.
Oh, Jonah go fight with him. We got somebody right there. Baby hands. Hey, look, man, this is his breakout year, so I think I'm expecting a good year from Jonah. He might
break down and be injured, but I don't.
well, 44 sacks in 4 years is absurd, though. So,
hey, yo, Jado. Just make sure you don't rush back Joe Burrow the same way LA rushed back Matthew Stafford last year.
And that right there.
I agree, man. I think that, just rest him. Even though I want him to play in the preseason, because I want him to knock a little rust off, though, but
he might get knocked right to the IR. You don't want him to play no
damn. Just keep him out the preseason. Let him play week 1, but keep him out next week.
He still got to work out, though.
Hey, Matt. Hey, you use the Cleveland Browns as your rep. That's all.
I'm so excited.
Hey, Peyton, jump in here, man. Take it home with us, man.
Super Bowl Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey, I don't even know what else to say. He ended it with that mark right there. I mean, let's just understand. Ben Roethlisberger won the Super Bowl his second year in the league when we had one of the top defenses and we had a very good offense. Mm-hmm. Same makeup we have this year. We don't need Kenny to be a star. We just need Kenny to be Kenny, hit the open guy. We got talent all over the map. And we did beat JJ's team to open the season last year. So, the Bengals, I hear you, but we're not afraid of y'all. You know what I mean? Lamar only beat us twice out of 5 years being in the league. In Cleveland, forget about it. You know what I mean? We don't even talk about them.
We don't have to play you guys till week 12. We're not worried about y'all right now.
I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, y'all played the first couple.
Y'all played week 3.
No, I'm talking about the Steelers.
Yeah, you play in week 3.
No, we played the Rams week 3.
Yeah, I got the.
You got the Ravens and the Steelers in the first 5 weeks, and us.
No. We got Browns. We got Browns, Ravens, Rams. Then the AFC West. We don't see the Steelers till after Thanksgiving.
I know we in the season with y'all, and then I have to look up when we play again. But either way, right?
He's right. He's right. The Bengals and the Steelers play week 12 and week 16. So,
Oh, damn.
He's
I
right.
thought it was all right. So
Well, look, it doesn't
Thank
matter.
God.
It really
Thank God.
Listen,
It's the
it doesn't
Bengals.
matter because they will
I
have all
think
their
Baltimore
backups in by week
against the
12.
Bengals.
Oh,
Lamar,
my God.
Lamar won't be there. Odell won't be there. The coach won't be there. The owner's gone. Like, there ain't no one gonna be there for.
No, I really got a question.
12.
My bad, Mark. I really got a question. I mean, that's my question for JJ. How many games you think Odell is going to play this season? Like, give me a
12.
bet. Out of 17.
Give me 12.
I said 12 too, though, because he's going, like, something's going to happen. He's going to be hurt for a few games. 12 is the best number. I agree.
I get worried about players who just fall down and out for the rest of the year.
he fell down over his money and said, "Oh,
Yeah,
man,
like,
it was a
these
kicking
are professional athletes, for Christ's sakes, man. They out
What
here
I-
running a drag
What's
and fall
what's
and tore his
interesting
whole
about-
knee up. Like,
What's interesting about Pittsburgh and how they're all this, I hear all Pittsburgh fans hate their offensive coordinator, Matt Canada, which is very interesting.
we've always
Because
hated,
they say he
we've
holds that
hated
team back.
every
every
offensive coordinator that we
Hate 'em all.
Just need to hire Big Ben.
It's a Pittsburgh.
Just need to hire Big Ben.
Listen,
Y'all
when
like
we had,
Todd
when
Haley.
we had when we
Big
had
Ben
we
like
hated
Todd
Only
Todd.
thing being for is raping women.
We hated.
Whoa.
Too, but in the bathroom.
yeah. Now I'm surprised you're not rocking his jersey.
Hey,
'cause you know how
listen,
much he
listen.
support that.
Can we let the great legend just retire? If y'all want to talk about rape, you got Deshaun. Why we got to go that far back?
Man, he was just
We
getting
got
jacked
something
off all
current.
the damn
Like,
time.
Hold on, Paige. Hold on, Paige.
That was consensual.
Hold on, Paige. Hold on, Paige. Because your quarterback actually came out and admitted he was wrong for throwing Antonio Brown under the bus when he threw the interception against the Saints that years ago that caused the rift between them two.
Why
He
do
came
I
and
care?
admitted.
Like, why do I care?
Hey, that's
Neither
way
one of them are order Steelers.
That's way-
Hey, let me close out real quick.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
Hey, hold on, Peyton, because my man Clarence got to go. Clarence, real quick, let the people know where they can find all your content at, my guy.
Sorry. Hey, so you guys can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. My Facebook name is Clarence Nixon. But if you type in
This
Sports
real
Guy
good
Jado,
Clarence. Clarence parents have
Yeah.
a real good marriage.
hey, I've been hearing that for 20 years. And on Instagram, you can find me on Sports Guy Jado. And on Twitter. Yeah, Twitter and Instagram, you can find me on Sports Guy Jado. And TikTok, Jado Bless. Hey, I'm really looking forward for the mid-season so we can hey, how's everybody doing? Because I'm ready.
My suggestion for you: go by Jado, leave that Clarence alone.
I agree. That's why I said Sports Guy Jado. I agree.
Hey, Jado, we appreciate you, my man.
Appreciate you,
we
man.
really do. We really appreciate you.
Nah,
Good
hey,
luck
I'm-
to your bingo. But y'all ain't messing with the city. Y'all ain't messing with us.
Here we go.
So you know.
Hey, we will see you on New Year's Eve, man. I gotta find you, man.
Hey,
Hey, you fellas,
hey, link up with me, my guy. We'll make something happen for New Year's if you come down to
for
Kansas
sure,
City.
man.
Hey,
For
man,
sure.
All right, bro.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
no doubt. Hey, Peyton, go ahead, finish off where you was at, my guy.
Let's close off with this, man. I think there's last year that everyone was so hype about, that Denver and Chargers and all that division, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're the division where all of us might make the playoffs this year.
It's a possibility.
I mean I think our division is that tough and we're that good, and I think every other division might have one or two. I'm not sold on that Charger kid. You know what I mean? I know everybody is, but not yet. But I think we have a division that will run through the NFL this year. And
Okay.
I think Kansas City gonna have an issue.
Uh-oh.
And I'll end it with that mic drop. But at mid-season, though, I will shine. I just want to throw that out there.
That's two mic drops that you don't have. That's two. Shit on that.
If I remember correctly, if my memory serves me right, we retired your quarterback. So I mean, it's all good. It's all good. But hey, real quick, Peyton, man, we appreciate you joining us, man. Give all the your socials at where the people can find you at, my guy.
Oh man, once again, I'm all over Facebook. You can find me if you Google me, it's Peyton PT Tomlin. But definitely I will shout out my nonprofit, man. We're out here, like I said, trying to help these kids out here in Baltimore City and Baltimore County and all the little areas, DC, all that, man. So I'm originally from Pittsburgh, so I'm a Pittsburgh, born and raised, but then I did move down here. So we're just trying to do what we do, man. Support us. It's called Turn 'em Loose. .org, man. You can find us, and man, I appreciate this, man. I love getting on talking football with football guys. So thank you for the invite, and I look forward to the mid-season, man, and so I can rub it in y'all faces. But yeah, man, y'all all
Let's plan it for Monday after week 12, because that'll be the Bengals Steeler game, and that'll be the last divisional game, so everyone can have their trash talk against everybody.
Yeah, hey, we can make something happen. Matt, real quick, give your socials out where the people can find you at, my guy.
All right. Well, like I said, I'm on Facebook, so I mean, I actually got my brown shirt on there. I'm probably gonna need to change that up to something else because I need to look more like a actual journalist. I know. The real Matthew Wilder 216 on Twitter. I also got LinkedIn, so I got all that stuff.
Okay.
Nice. Thank you. Hey, thank you for joining us.
Appreciate you, man.
Double J, give your socials where the people can find you at, my guy.
All right, you got JJ Jenkins on Facebook. You got Joe Jenkins, and that's J-O. J-O-E or J-O. I can't remember right now because I have been, sipping a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. And then you can find me on the Gauntlet with my boys Philly Jim, Detroit Dom, Jay from Denzel White Snipes down in Houston. It's on the YouTube channel Philly Jim, but pretty much on Facebook, JJ Jenkins. I'm always here, always asking a ton of questions about football. And this was really fun too. I'm looking forward to being here week 12 with, if everything holds true, us leading the division like normal. Only this time we're going to be healthy. And so we're going to see what's up.
That's what's up. Big Mike, man, take us home, man. Socials, let people know where they can find you.
Hey, listen, you hit us on YouTube, The Man Cave 8172, Twitter and TikTok, The Man Cave 10, and Facebook, The Man Cave 10 also on there. And listen, I can't wait for the Browns to show everybody like, holy shit, we were wrong about these guys. At least once in my life, just once. We need that.
This is the year, Mike. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen now. Not just wait until next year garbage we're all used to.
Yeah. Hey, I love it. I love it. Hey, Nick, go ahead. Get the people the socials where they can find you at, big dog.
Twitter, proud New York Jets fans. Same on Facebook. I got that group there. And in February, you could find me in Vegas at the Super Bowl, and all you guys will be making excuses. So, everyone, thank you for coming on.
You cannot afford those Super Bowl tickets. You cannot afford those Super Bowl
tickets. I mean, he just said he going to be there. He going to say the Jets going to be there. He'll be watching it.
Yeah, I was saying where you can find me. I was saying where you can find me. Damn, Lamar is so quick to hate, man. He's so quick.
No, I got your back, Nick. I got your back.
He defended his throne. That's
Thank you, JJ. See, I get it. You see, only Peyton can attest to what it feels like to. Well, okay, JJ, he can what it feels like to defend your throne. The rest of you guys. I don't have that feeling. It's okay.
I gotta defend every year, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah. There's something very poetic about the Browns defending a throne.
That's the problem. We got that running joke. We can't do it.
That throne, bro. That commode is something serious.
It's always so amazing because before the Super Bowl era, the Browns were the team, and then now the Super Bowl era, like, what happened?
They changed the name and that screwed us up. We didn't know where
to
go.
Oh, my bad. I know what happened.
They named the team after Jim Brown, and they ain't what a goddamn thing since.
My bad. I know what happened. We packed up and left to Baltimore. That's what happened.
Oh, it went there. Okay.
Brown said we gotta change the name. Yeah, they went to the one Super Bowl. That defense is nasty.
I'm surprised it took an hour and 50 for that line to get dropped. I would know that shit early.
Art Mosdell just dropped that like an hour and 30 minutes ago. But no.
I mean, so basically, we're saying that the Ravens and the Browns are the same team.
They were at one point.
So you know how
One of the same.
it
They
went
like
down.
the yin
You know
and the
how it
yang.
went down. We left, but they got their team back, and we hold no records. We're a new expansion team. You know how it went down.
They took
It's
our
all
defense
good.
and won a Super Bowl.
I got to say something. Peyton, PT, you can tell that the Steelers have been the best team in this division because when it came time for everyone to ask one person a question, ain't nobody wanted to hear shit from you. They heard enough from you guys throughout the years.
Because they already know. They already know, man. Like, there's no reason for this. They understand.
That's a bunch of crap.
They had the kids
That's a bunch of
stable.
crap.
Even the Bengals are so happy. Like, little bro finally won
He didn't
something,
even want
man.
to ask a
Nah.
question. He just,
Okay,
But they
let me
know.
say something. I knew right away Najee Harris was going to be an animal right off the bat. And what did I do in fantasy football in his rookie year? I was one of the only crazy guys who drafted him. And guess
There you
what?
go.
That worked.
What do you mean we gonna ask him a question? He left 2 zingers about the Super Bowl. That just let us know he delirious as it is. So no need to ask him anything. What you mean?
Hey,
We know his
hey,
answer's gonna be delirious. We know what's
Hey,
going on.
you and I know what's going on. You know what I mean? We all know.
I mean, JJ, if we've learned anything from you as a Raven fan, it's that if Joe Flacco can win a Super Bowl, anybody can.
and Gilfer.
Flacco, like, everyone but their good quarterback.
Yeah, the MVP
MVP
quarterback
but
can't
not a
get close.
hey, wow. Hey, I gotta admit, man. Hey, for real. I said it earlier. Hey, man, stand up, AFC North. Y'all came, y'all showed up, y'all
For real,
showed out
for real,
on
for
this
real.
show. Hey, we definitely gonna bring y'all back for the mid-season report card. See where everybody at. Hey, don't y'all try to hide. Now don't
Very
hide.
curious to see whose internet connection. Don't
No
work.
hiding.
Right.
No hiding.
My internet's shaky today.
Yeah, my internet's breaking up. My internet's breaking up.
Nah,
You're
man.
2-9. What do you mean your internet don't work? Your team don't work.
Hey man, but no, I appreciate everybody joining us tonight. Man, this has been real fun. Phenomenal show. That it's probably one of my funnest shows that we probably ever done.
Oh yeah. No
Which I
doubt.
know what it is. Tap in with us, IOW Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram. Most importantly, right here on the YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification, lets you know every time we drop content. Spread the word what we got going on. IOW Sports One, and we love doing stuff like this, collabing with other content creators. Because hey man, the community's big. We all can get a big slice of this pie. But hey,
Right.
Wildcard Mar, Detroit Mail, big homie Nick Shine, IOW Sports, man. We out here. We'll see y'all Thursday for who we doing? NFC East?
I think so.
24th
Yeah,
is
that's
the
left.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
NFC
top
East.
Eagles then. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, are you up for me popping on with you late night tonight to discuss Jonathan Taylor possibilities?
Yeah, I'll be up. But so tap in tonight with me and Jersey Boy MJ on the late night hour show. Might get a pop-up from Nick Shine. Hey man, but this was fun, man. AFC North representing the toughest division in all of NFL football. Bet that. You can take that to the bank. We out here. Yes, y'all. It's your boy Wildcard Mar here, and I'm excited, folks. I hope you are, because football is back, baby. Yes, it is. And what better way to celebrate football being back by joining the IOW Sports Football Pick'em League. It gives you an opportunity as football fans to test your football knowledge if you can pick the winners of each game for 18 straight weeks. But please believe, it's going to be some stiff competition out there because we've done this for the last 3 years. Of course, you're looking at the inaugural winner, Melvin Wall from Man Down Sports, our year 2 winner. You see him rocking the championship belt. And then, of course, IOW Sports' very own Jersey Boy MJ won the Pick'em League last year. He walked away with the championship belt, bragging rights, but most importantly, $200 cash. We gonna up that pot this year, y'all. Get a chance to win $300 cash, the championship belt, and bragging rights. So in order to join the Football Pick'em League, here's how you do it. You must pay an entry fee of $10. Send it to either PayPal, Zelle, or Cash App. Give us your email, and in return, we will give you the link to join the group league. And after that, it's up to you. Y'all think you know how to pick NFL games for 18 straight weeks? You want the bragging rights? You want the championship belt? You want the $300 cash? Join the league. September 7th will be here in no time, so you don't want to wait too long. You don't want to hesitate at a chance of winning some cash, a championship belt, and bragging rights. Until then, keep enjoying all this IOW Sports content on IOW Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Wildcard Mar.